guys, welcome back to another episode.
I'm sorry. I gotta get. Okay, let's start over. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Talkz. Okay.
Beep. All right, ready, set, go.
Hey y'all,
guys. Dang it. Damn.
Saying guys or y'all? Guys.
It's y'all.
Hey guys.
On my freaking YouTube channel. What is this? All right.
Hey y'all,
3
welcome back to another episode of.
Oh, it's a water bottle. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all,
welcome back to another episode of Talkz. I'm Ray.
And I'm B.
And we're on episode
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, episode 3, yes. Okay,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
We're just scooting along.
We're scooting along, aren't we?
So this week's episode, we are talking about friendships, and it's basically our friendships worth having in 2023, or just in general, the type of friends that you have around, and what kind of friend are you? So
Sounds like it's gonna be a good topic.
it's giving very much getting into some things because but before we get into that, we are gonna talk about some things that's gone on this week, because we want to bring you guys the news and whatever, and just a little bit of entertainment on what we like, what we've been watching and what we've been up to. So I know you've been watching this show, Married to Medicine.
Yes.
And that's your show or whatever. You got Jackie, and I don't know too much of the character page. What's the other lady?
We have, it's okay. So this is season 10 of Married to Medicine. I did start off watching it when it was Mariah, Toya, Jackie, Dr.
She fixed
Simone.
Doctor.
There's Heavenly, and then they have all the husbands. Okay. And so,
and Quad.
How can we forget Miss Quad?
Quad is not the one with the face that I said. It was Heavenly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Quad. Okay. So I was watching the early episodes, and so I stopped watching it once they booted off Mariah the way they did. I didn't like how they did that. They kind of turned on her, sort of like what they're kind of doing to Quad now. But they turned. Yeah, Mariah. She was a lighter skinned lady. She's the executive producer of the show. And
she's not no more?
And she's not. I think she still is, but she's just not on the show. They didn't renew her contract.
Look at the old cast.
So now I haven't been watching it. And so ever since, like, I watched maybe a few episodes, but when they got rid of her, I stopped watching it. But now, okay, season 10, I'm back engaged to it, okay? Because now they have Miss Phaedra. And Phaedra is my girl. She's from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I love me some fight, okay? So I'm like, that's one of the reasons why I'm watching. And another reason why is because Quad and Dr. G, which is now her ex-husband, is getting married to somebody else. And they brought the new chick on, which is, her name is Sweet Tea. That's her nickname. And so I'm here for that little mess, because it's messy, okay? It's so entertaining. So
okay, which one is Mariah?
Let me see. Mariah is. Let me see where she's at.
I used to think Quad and Phaedra were it was either Quad or Heavenly. I thought they were the same person as Phaedra. Right.
No, this is not it.
Y'all don't mind my son in the background. He got a lot to say. He's been very talkative these days. But yeah, I used to think it was either Quad or Heavenly. One of them I used to think was Phaedra.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me see. How can I find her? Go back to the old seasons.
Right.
So I'm looking up.
Married to Medicine. What is it? A specific
one?
Oh,
is it this one?
Because they have one.
She is.
Oh.
Is that her or is that Toy? They kind of look alike, child.
They have one called Married to Medicine Los Angeles. Have you seen that one?
Nuh-uh, I haven't seen that. That's how Mariah looks.
Oh, okay. I remember her. Okay.
So, yeah. So, it's very, very interesting. I really love Phaedra. I miss seeing Phaedra, and I like her on this show. She just brings us a little bit of pop and excitement.
She's the sexy grandma.
Yeah. Honey, okay? And I want to see her and Quad interact more too. And I'm very interested in this Sweet Tea drama.
Okay. So who do you think's gonna be having the beef with Phaedra?
Probably oh Lord, probably Heavenly. We'll try to do a little something, and Simone.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch an episode. I don't know. Shows like that is kind of. I like Real Housewives. I like the old ones though. When Nene was on there.
Ones, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go rewatch the old ones because those were
the ring.
Thing. Okay. So I know
Kim Lips, and it was Kim and Nene. So yeah, I like those.
Kim and Nene, they were hilarious to me. Okay, so Lord have mercy.
Kim and Nene was the Miss Juicy and
yeah, and Miss Juicy and
Minnie.
Yep.
And then the Tara and Christy. Y'all, we've been watching this show, or we've been watching this, but we always be rewatching it. It's called
Little Women of L.A. And to me, that's because I was watching this since beginning, and I feel like that show there is way funnier than Atlanta. Atlanta a little serious, but the LA group, girl,
LA group, they cracked me
all the way up.
First of all, from getting into Brianna and Mott,
okay,
and then Christy and Toad,
okay, and what's on the first season that other one?
Tracy and Eric.
It was so much. There you go. Look.
Y'all, it's QVC, and we haven't been seeing TJ.
I know, and I said I haven't seen TJ, and
First
he
of all,
pops up.
I don't watch QVC. Okay?
Yeah, that's a me thing. That's a me being.
But she got me watching it because she's watching it, and it's this new guy on the screen named TJ, and I cannot stand TJ. He is the most try-hard ever. It's just like, you're not funny. You make my ass, and she makes it cringy to watch.
And I haven't seen him. Now, when he first came on, he was very, very, he was nervous. He was not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
Now that I look at him now, homeboy comfortable. Okay, he got his martini shirt on.
Right.
And he is comfortable.
He getting in the groove of it. He said no cards too.
He said no cards for me. Okay,
right.
So that was really kind of off and random, but I know that you like to watch, I was saying the other day, I said, I like watching these shows like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. When the Love and Hip Hops came out, I absolutely love all the drama and the fighting. Because I'm like, I will watch that. And I used to watch Bad Girls Club when they first came out.
Oh my gosh, y'all, Bad Girls Club. That's one to talk about. Like, it was funny up until a while, but after a while, I got tired of them girls just bullying one girl. Like, that was getting on my damn nerves. And then for the whole gang of girls to, it's like they flipped on each other one by one. And that would just get on my nerves. Yeah. Like, I'm going to do in the next episode, I'm going to do my least favorite Bad Girls Club. Okay. Because I just can't. Like, Alicia with the chin and the red hair, I did not like that bitch. Like, and then they have baddies on Zeus Network. It's this bitch named Broly. Oh, I cannot stand that bitch. That bitch right there. How are you built the way you built? And you're sitting here trying to talk about other people. Like, you're talking about this girl named T on the show. She's pretty. And she wants to call Camilla a kangaroo pouch bag. Do you know what she looked like? Let me show you what Rolly looks like. Rolly, and then T had made a joke about her saying, hey. And so now people are making memes about Rolly putting her face on Fat Albert's face. Like, girl, you have no room to talk about nobody. Like, ew. I cannot. And then Natalie, like, I feel like Natalie just needs to be an executive producer. Like, you're not...
She don't need to be on the show. She needs to be like
behind the scenes.
Look,
you can't lift this up. She needs to be the behind the scenes. First of all, this is how she walks.
Oh.
Oh. And then let me show you her without no hair, no makeup, no nothing. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Oh,
and And she had the nerve to come for Camilla. Camilla had a reason for her kangaroo pouch. She had a baby. What's the reason why you had laid down on Zeus Network, got a BBL in somebody's conference office, and you still look the way that you look? You got a little lipo out your chin and think you're just doing something. Girl, you're still ugly. And the way she was running like this, girl, you're still not that girl. You're not cute. And it's giving you're projecting because you're ugly. And every new girl that come on there, she got a problem with.
Because she don't want to give them a chance to sit and analyze her and start going in on her.
Yeah, and it's giving you got a little Zeus check and think you're doing something. Like, girl, sit down. Oh, I can't stand that bitch.
But nowadays I don't watch them no more. You know, I gradually, as I got older, I stopped watching them like that. But yeah, I'm here for the grown up mess.
Right. And I don't watch Zeus because I don't have the subscription. Yeah. But when they post it on TikTok and stuff, then that's when I watch like the little clips or whatever. Yeah. But shows like that, you can't watch it for too long because it's just too toxic.
It'll mess with you.
It's too much. Oh, boo, come here. But yeah, and then in other news, they have the Cassie versus Diddy. Y'all, that's crazy because this is not the first time he had the allegations. There was the first lady, I think her name was Kim.
The woman with his children?
Yeah.
Kim Porter?
Yeah. There was her. And then there's like men that have stories about him.
Yeah.
They're now saying Justin Bieber.
And I believe it.
I believe it. I for sure believe it. Like, you have all these abuse allegations and then they say, somebody gonna have the nerve to say, Diddy gets his girls painted, paint their nails white. And I guess that's like something. And like something for like grooming or whatever. Somebody gonna have the nerve to say, is he grooming Carisha? Carisha is grown. Carisha is overgrown. Okay. And she be coming on the internet bragging about her and Diddy's relationship. And I just feel like, is it something deeper in that? Yeah. Because the way you brag about this man, like he's just, oh my gosh, it's got to be something deeper going on. Yeah, it's
something, and she's probably going to try to come out and defend him and stuff like that. But honey, we already know what's going on. Boo. Diddy is an old hoe. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You young. You just now coming into the mix. Okay? So, we see right through your mess. We see exactly what he's doing to you. And that's just that. And, what he did to this lady here. Yeah. You can see when I go back now, because I used to follow, I used to listen to her music. Now I go back and watch all of these old clips of her. You can see the deadness in her face. Yes. When they walk. Everything that they're saying about him, when he would walk on the stage with her, I could see it. Yeah. I could definitely see it. And he is dog ass. So what I'm going to say is, have the same energy that y'all got for R. Kelly, to have it for this little fool right here. Okay? Exactly. Have it for him too. He needs all the smoke, because what he did to that woman, it was absolutely horrible.
And then they showed the video of her curled up in a ball under the covers, and he's like recording her or like taunting her or whatever. It's just ridiculous what the things like men can get away with when they have money and stuff. And then I think they was saying like she didn't say nothing, or some of the people didn't speak up because they signed NDAs. And that's crazy.
Yep, NDAs, and I guess I don't know if it has like an expiration date, and now they can talk. And then some of them was just scared. I was listening to Chronicle Speak. She's like a YouTuber that covers news and stuff like that. And she kind of did a breakdown, cliff notes of the lawsuit. It was horrible. I had to stop listening to it. I couldn't listen to it no more.
Because he's not really my era, so I didn't.
I mean, I listened to it, but I didn't keep it. But like he would beat her, he would give her drugs, keep her doped up, traffic her to other people and stuff like that. It was crazy. And so, and I do believe that he had something to do with Tupac's passing. I believe him. He's a snake.
Say that. A lot of people say that.
I believe he had that. I believe that. And I believe he had, something to do, and they need to look into Kim Porter. I believe he had something to do with that too. Okay.
And the men. Okay. And the men. Yeah. Somebody had posted an interview. And he was in an interview with some dude or whatever, and then somebody said, "Did y'all not see the dildo on the bed? What do you do to these men?"
Yeah,
that don't speak up?
Yeah, when he was little, and I read somewhere where his mom went and got her baby and started being his manager, and she's his manager to this day.
Being Usher's manager.
I think he was 15, and they when he got into the business, he went into like a Diddy camp. It's something along those lines where he had to go live in his house and stuff like that. His mama, Usher's mama, went and got her baby and took over his career herself. Even
with Justin Bieber, he was like, it's weird because he was getting he was saying in an interview, well, when you turn 16 or when you turn 16 this, it's like the way he would say it or the way he would look at him.
He's a predator.
It's weird. And then Justin Bieber will start stuttering in videos, like if he stands too close to him, like the vibe just was off. It was so crazy. It's very disturbing.
Yeah, he needs to answer for all of that, for real.
Yeah. So, praying for Cassie and all the victims of P. Diddy, because like you said, if you're gonna do it to R. Kelly, do it to him too. Because child. So, and then last in the news, y'all, Kourtney versus Tristian. Let's speak on it. Kourtney versus Tristian. This is very short because I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, me neither. I don't watch them anymore.
They're not funny, and the seasons are very much, I feel like, the same when I see the clips on YouTube or TikTok.
I still go hard for Kourtney though. I used to go hard for Chloe.
But Chloe turned into
Kim.
And
so I love me some Kourtney, and I'm going to always stand 10 toes down on me some Kourtney.
And I like how she called him out and holding him accountable, because I feel like in that moment it was, well, I see past their bullshit. Scott used to do this to me. Yeah. And it just gives very much, I didn't like how they did Jordan. Matters if Jordan is friends and whatever with Kylie. I didn't like how they did her. Yeah. They was just putting it all on her. The way Kim and Chloe would bully and taunt her, and the way those girls would just come after her, I did not like it. Yeah. And what about Tristian? And it's like she continuously gives him second chance after chance, and they want to. I don't know. He's the father of my children with your lips. Okay. And I don't
feel sorry for her at all.
Because the same way you got that girl, you got him by taking him from another woman. Like,
and he did the same
thing. And he did the same thing to you. Okay. So, girl.
And I'm like, when I was looking at him, I'm like, did he get lip fillers? Because the way he talks, his lip is big at the top. I'm like, did you go to their doctor and get some fillers?
Probably so.
And I don't want to hear any childhood trauma talking about this. I don't want to hear that, because that don't justify what you did.
He was trying to use that as an excuse. Yeah, no. And it's like they always want to use that as an excuse. Oh, well, my mom didn't do this. My mom didn't. No, you're a grown ass person, and it's up to you to change your destiny,
the way that you are,
and the way that you are. Go get some therapy. Go get some help.
Yeah.
Child. But that was the mess, y'all. That was the tea. Okay. Diddy needs to be in jail. Tristian needs to shut up and get it together. Okay. And watch Married to Medicine.
Okay, because it's about to be
and Little Women of
Y'all have to watch it from
beginning to the end.
Yeah, to the end, but
really up until
the first 6 seasons are funny.
Yep. Yeah, and it's not because they're little. I want to make that clear. Yeah. It's the actions that they do. Yeah. It was Ma and Brianna and Tara and Christy.
And I feel like all of them average sized people dating them little people, they have fetish shit. Okay, I'm sorry. It was more average sized people on there dating them than it was the only Tara had a little person. Christy had a little person.
Christy, yep.
And who else? That was it.
And Tracy, but that was up until season 2, then they left.
Yeah. And I feel like it's in some way those average sized men had a fetish.
I think the only one that didn't have the fetish was Jasmine and Chris.
Yeah, okay. Jasmine and Chris, I don't think so, because I feel something about their relationships is more authentic to me. I feel like he really loves her, and so I don't think that. But the other ones,
and you could tell, especially with Matt and Brianna, y'all just go watch it. That was so disturbing. It was disgusting to watch. It was like, you really use this woman as a fetish, and you could see it.
You could see it.
Like, oh my God. Yeah. And he had multiple fetishes. So yeah, y'all, make sure you guys checked it out. We're going to take a short little break, and we'll be right back. Yeah.
I've been missing out the walk with the minute. I been building up the blocks like a man. Elliot got water dripping out the city. Oh my God, boy, he got a God. Oh my God, boy, that boy on top. Sipping walk, make my heart stop. All these hoes, yeah, my love, my thigh. Yo, I let her go, put her on.
All right, y'all. So we are back. I realize I don't ever let you say that. All right, y'all. So we are back. Maybe you should try it.
All right, y'all. We are back.
We're back from our break, and now we're gonna get into the topic.
Yep.
Which is
it worth? Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it. Are friendships worth having in 2023? The types of friends, like what type of friend are you, and what type of friends do you have? So,
right. So to me, there are different types of friends.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the friends that's like old friends, where you meet them in elementary or middle school or whatever.
The OG friends.
The OG friends. Then you have the distant friendships. And then you have like the new friendships where it's kind of like awkward, or you're just starting out, you're trying to see where things go. And then you have those awkward friendships where y'all only talk like here and there. Yeah. So
would you really call those that a friend if it's like distant? I would call distant friends like acquaintances or something like that, and you know.
I would say it depends, because like I have friends that are we were friends, but you know, life is just lifing.
Yeah.
What about you, boo? Right. Life is just lifing, and you know we're distant.
Yeah.
But I do have acquaintances, so I would say it just depends on the person.
On the person.
Yeah. Like the type of friend that I am, I feel like I'm a distant friend because I just have a lot going on right now.
Yeah. And
I don't have time to like meet up with my friends and all that other stuff. It's just I have different responsibilities. I have different priorities. And my map is just different from what my friends with no kids are.
Yeah.
Is.
Do you think you'll ever get to a point where you can become, you know, not so distant, or where you can hang out more?
Boo. Y'all, he eating on me like a rib. Yeah, I feel like it'll come a time when I'm, I'm more available.
Yeah.
But I feel like until he's more adjusted, he be my son, not no man. I feel like until my son's more adjusted and to where he can be a little bit away from me a little bit
more independent.
Then I can be like, okay, well, let's meet up here and my mom or somebody can watch the baby. But right now I'm just distant. Yeah. I plan on being a little closer with my friends. Like a lot of my friends, we want to hang out or we want to be like, oh, I can't wait to see you and I miss you. But right now it's just not the right time, and I'm not going to force it to be like.
Because then you won't have fun.
Yeah.
Or you won't, be able to focus on trying to grow that friendship because your mind is somewhere else. Yeah, like I be telling y'all, like, I don't mind hanging out with my friends, but in the back of my head, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I miss my son, or he's at home fussing because he wants his mom. So I just don't want to be too overly worried. So overly thinking it.
Maybe one day I won't be so distant. What about you? When you have friends, are you a distant friend or are you more of a close friend? Are you
No. I'm the friend that do not. I don't text a lot. I would prefer, like, I'm not gonna
Y'all, you expect to hear this in every episode because he likes to eat when I'm recording. So I'm not a clingy friend. I'm not going to call you every day or even, I prefer to text. But if we do happen to get on the phone and like talk it up and chalk it up and I find myself on the phone with you for a while, that means I must really like you and that we are that I'm comfortable around you. But I'm not clingy at all, and I'm not the type that gives you a whole bunch of attention. Right.
Okay. So that's the kind of friend that I am.
More distant.
I would say that I'm distant, but if you text me, I'm gonna answer and stuff like that. Or if you want to go out, then I'll get up and go out with you. Depending on where it is, I'll get up and go.
I think I can relate to that because I don't like being on the phone all day anymore. Yeah. Like when I was younger, when I was younger. When I was in middle school or like high school, I didn't mind being on the phone till 1 a.m. But it's like now I have other things to prioritize, and I be wanting to fit in my rest. I be wanting to just have my me time. So I don't really like to be on the phone for too long. Like I would say a good 30 minutes is good.
Yeah, I think that's good too. But then, you know, you're gonna be having filler conversations, trying to, you know, find something to talk about. And when it comes to that point in time, you got the phone. Okay.
And I feel like a good 30 minutes, like I don't need you taking up my whole day. Like not saying like that in a bad way, but I have other stuff to do than to be on the phone. Like I have to take care of my son. I have to, you know, do job searches. I have just stuff to fill my time with other than being on the phone. I'm pretty sure you do too. So go find something to do. So yeah. So in this day and age, how important do you think it is to have friends in your life? Do you think it's something that's like a necessity or just something that's really whatever?
I think in this day and age, I think it's important to have some type of friend, somebody that you can trust. But it's hard nowadays because people always come with a motive. Then, you know, or on Mad Day they're gonna air you out or expose and stuff like that, or they will put a man over the friendship. I feel like if you don't have that old friend, like from back in the day, that's coming with you in this life, it's hard to find solid friends. Like back in the 90s, you know, or somebody when you went to school with, high school with. Yeah. And so I know people that've been friends, they, you know, since high school or since middle school. Yeah. And, you know, I was on that road, but, you know, at some point along the line, there was a break. And I couldn't be not friends anymore. So would I have liked to remain friends with her? Yeah, because we didn't have any problems up until that point, and we had fun. That was my club buddy, and we get on the phone, okay? So that and if we would have made it, she would have been my only friend because that's all I would have ever.
What about the other one?
The one that I used to work with at the other job.
Oh, the one and with the bridesmaid. Oh,
that one. No, we wasn't. We was like, only reason why I was friends with that one is because I was friends with this one. Okay. That's how that was. Okay. Because other than that, I'm like, you know, so, but yeah. But, you know, and I'm fine. I've met other people along the way, and they didn't make it. So
you didn't make the cut.
I didn't make it.
Abby Lee Miller said today's not your day.
I tried, though. I tried to make new friends, but I just can't do it. Just cannot. I'm not comfortable.
Is it because you're, like, a realist? Like, it's, like, logical? Like, if you do this one thing... Or if you do if you're a certain way, but people think that you're this way, but I see the real you. That I feel that. Yeah.
So I just can't. Something I just cannot. And if you make me feel away, like if you ever make me feel lower than, I'm not gonna be. That's it. Cut off. Yeah. No, there's no talking it through. So and just like I just had one like a work buddy. I tried with the work buddy. Work buddy. If you're not talking about her, she don't wanna talk about it. Right. And so I already told her off about herself once.
And if there's good news about somebody else, she gotta one up the news.
She gotta interrupt. Yeah. Or she'll be on her phone. And she's done that to a couple of other people. So I was like, nope, I can't do that one either. Right. So it's fine, you know, to have. I would rather have acquaintances. Yeah. And that's it.
I think I agree. Like, I feel like it is important to have like friends, whether it be like a group of small people or just like one, just because like the way the world's mental state is, I feel like everybody has a mental, not illness, what is it? Like mentally they're struggling.
Somebody needs, they need some type of companion or some type of somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
So
I feel like. I just feel like everybody needs somebody to talk to, and everybody needs somebody.
Yeah, but it can't be no any old kind.
Yeah, it can't be any old kind of body,
and it can't be somebody that's not solid. You know, like some people just don't understand that. Yeah, don't understand what being a true friend is like.
My bad, y'all. He's sleepy. Here, boo. He's breastfed. Yeah. So, do you think even when you have friends or have that one person, do you think you can still feel alone within that friendship?
Oh yeah. Yes, you can, because they'll say, "Oh, we need to do this. We need to hook up. We need to do that." They'll say that and then don't follow through with it, or if you make plans, they won't follow through, but they off doing something else. And it's fine if you're busy, but don't make a plan with me and then don't follow through with it. Okay?
I've had friends do that too. Like, it was this one friend, he was a guy. Like, we were supposed to do something. We were supposed to hang out. And then it's like when it comes time for that, they don't hang out.
Yeah.
Or, like, even if I'm saying something or expressing how I feel and they just don't get it, it's like I'm not being heard.
Yes.
So then that makes me feel even more alone. It's like, okay, well, or they'll get upset and make it feel like I'm attacking.
Yeah.
But I'm not attacking you. I'm just telling you
how you feel.
Yeah. So it's like when I feel like I can't do that in a friendship, come to you, and even with my own personal problems or whatever, if I can't do that with you, then of course I'm gonna feel alone, and it's just gonna distance.
Yeah, it's gonna create
the distance. Yeah. Have you ever had like friends like that, where you would tell them something personal or whatever, and it's just they're not hearing what you're saying, or they'll get upset? Oh, I thought that was my phone.
Well, the work buddy, like, I would tell her something, and she would listen because she could hear, but she wasn't actively listening.
Yeah.
And so I just, when that happens, and I give you a second chance, I shut down. I fall all the way back, and when you fall back, they hear you.
Yeah.
They want to be like, "Oh, sis, friend, what happened?" Nope, I don't respond to that, because when I was telling you what was going on, you didn't want to listen to me.
Yeah.
So don't miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah. And I feel like the problem I have in friendships is like when you do something to me and I say something about it and then you do it again and again. Like I'm the type of friend that like I get cut so many times and I just like let it slide off my back because I think I'll get over it. But it's like that builds up and then eventually I just distance myself. And then that person is like, oh, well, what did I do? But then I feel like if you cannot see what you've done wrong to me, and I have to physically tell you what you did, and you can't see that, then there's a problem, because that means you just don't see a wrong in anything that you do. You didn't see anything wrong that you did.
They're very self-centered,
and it's like they're closed off. And I don't like being friends with people like that. Like, I try to be aware of my actions with being friends with people. Yeah. Like, if I hurt you, I can be like, okay, I'm sorry, or we could talk about it in that moment. But I don't like being friends with people where I can't talk about that issue in that moment. I feel like and then you can't come back and be like, oh, well, this, that, and the third, but we could have, aired it out then and there. And I've had a friend like that, and we're friends still, but it's because there's been years, with that friendship. But it's just like, now it's just like, don't put me in a position to where I have to feel like I have to just end it with you, because maybe I like having you around. Maybe I like having that person, to talk to or whatever. But don't put me in a position to where I have to be like, oh, well, you're not hearing me. Yeah. So now you just have to, you gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, that's,
Child. And I'm not saying I'm the perfect friend.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? If I do something wrong, I will expect you to tell me. I don't need no yes men around me. If I'm doing something wrong, you can pull me on off to the side and talk to me about it.
And it's at a point where it's about growth. And I've told a few of my friends that, like, it's just about, because we're an adult now. It's different from when we're in high school and middle
I didn't
school.
used to be like that all the time. I didn't want to hear nothing bad about myself. Now that I've grown, I'm open to all of that, because I want to always evolve and do better.
I feel like I wasn't like that. Like, I was never like that with my friends. You could tell me something that I did wrong, because I feel like it's just better that way. Like, even when I was in high school, I've had a few friends that be like, I would be like, oh, well, if I did this to you, then why didn't you come and say something to me? Oh, well, because you're going to get mad or you're going to get upset. Okay, but that's just my feeling. Yeah. Like, you could tell me that, and even if I do get mad or upset, I still want you to tell me and just let me feel that. Like, let me have the emotion. Yeah. You did something wrong, so what am I supposed to say? Oh, I'm upset with you, but let's just move forward. Like, no, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be mad. And you just got to take that.
Yeah.
So however I react, whether it's dramatic or big, that's just how I react.
Yeah.
And I understand that makes you probably not want to come and tell me again, but I would really rather you just tell me and take your punishment than to keep secrets and whatever. So, and they know who they are. So yeah, like, ew. I feel like middle school, I was very hot-headed and tempered, but I still would rather, because I feel like, don't make me be tempered. Like, don't make me have that short fuse. Like, how can I word it? Because that make it sound like, oh, well, that's like an abuser. No. It's just, don't do things to where you know the ending. Like, that still sounds like an abuser. I mean, it just...
So, don't do things, like, I used to tell people, well, if you don't want me to do like that, don't do stuff to make me mad then. You know, that sort of like that? Or don't... do I sound like an abuser?
I feel like I'm trying to get, like, if you know that it's going to make that person mad, like, if you know that keeping secrets and going around gossiping or... this and that about that person is going to make them upset, then why would you, do that? Yeah. That's just like, if you break my toy and you don't tell me about it, and then I find out that you broke my toy, you don't think I'm going to get upset about that? Like,
then just come and tell me up front you broke my toy. Let's go ahead on and get through those emotions right up front, and that's it. Because if now my toy is broken and my feelings are festering, okay?
And then if I find out now, it's a problem.
I'm going to unleash everything. Right. Okay, so now tell me when I'm not as mad, because I ain't have time to sit it. Okay, so...
And then we can probably work it out.
Okay?
Child, it's like, when don't people get about that?
Are you a child or what? Like, no.
Especially when we're grown. At this big age, there should be no lying.
See, either you're going to forgive me or you not. Or either we're going to work it out or we're not.
It's just that simple.
So...
I'm not an abuser. I've never been an abuser, so it's just the way I'm trying to word it. Yeah. It's worded correctly in my head, but I can't say it the right way. So, yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because you're my mom. So, when do you think it's time? I know we touched on it just a little bit, but when do you think it's time to stop being friends with somebody?
When the person's behavior starts to affect you mentally and in a bad way, or if your friend has totally betrayed you in a way that you cannot forgive them. So even if you say you'll forgive them, but it's still in you. Yeah. And you'll, every time you look at the person and, you think about what they did, it's time to just let it go. Yeah. Some friendships are not made to last. And that's okay. Some people outgrow each other, and that's okay. Just allow that to happen. That's natural. Don't try to keep stuff that don't need to be kept. Yeah. So, it's hard, to give up the friend, but if it's not good for you, then it's the best.
Yeah. I feel like I agree with that. And I've had, it's a lot of examples. Oh my God. I've had friends that's like, I feel like they overstep that boundary too many times. And like I said, I'm the type of person that just lets you do it until like that one last moment is just, but it's like, now that I'm an adult, I'm not taking none of that, because I'm not about to show my son that you keep letting people cross your path. They show you one good time, that's just that. And even in middle school, like, I had a situation with a friend where it was just like, you crossed that boundary. Like, you overstepped. And then in high school, it's like, I feel like all of my friends just kept overstepping boundaries. And because I wouldn't speak on it and I didn't really know, like, my limits. Yeah. It's like, it just gave them the free pass. And so they just kept doing it. And then we had the big blow-ups. Yeah. You had the Rochelle bombs. So it's like, I feel like when it's time to stop being friends, when you can no longer trust, when you can no longer, like you said, look at that person and be like, this is why I'm friends with you.
Or when they no longer respect your boundaries or respect what you're, respect you. Yeah. So, yeah.
And you know what? Let's tap on that for a second. Because it was this boy that me and my friend was friends with. And I didn't agree with anything that he was doing. Like, but I just kept my mouth closed because that's your life. But it would become a problem when you would get mad at me, but you're not getting mad at the person that you're actually mad at. So, me and my best friend was friends with this dude. And, I was only friends with him because she was friends with him. So that when he came around, I was cordial and nice and whatever. And, you know, his energy was fun or whatever, but it just became a problem when you're not doing anything. Like, you're getting mad at the people around you. And you're getting jealous of the people that are doing, you know, not to say that I'm better than you, but you're jealous and you want what they have.
Yeah.
So you got mad at me because, this is probably off topic, but you got mad at me because I offered to pay the bill. But previous to that, my best friend, you know, probably said something you didn't like, but you didn't check her, but you're coming for me. Yeah. And I didn't like that. So that's another reason to stop being friends with somebody when they're not on the same level as you, because I feel like friendship jealousy is very real. It is. And they'll like get mad because, you know, you can pick up the bill or you can do things for yourself or go places.
And I mean, that's not your fault.
And exactly.
You just, you know, you're in a position where you can take care of yourself.
Exactly. And it's been times where, you know, I haven't always been up there, and I wasn't always, you know, at the top of my game. But I'm not going to sit there and take it out on the next person. I'm not going to sit there and take it out on my friends because we're all here for each other.
And that should motivate you. It should have motivated him to want to do better.
Do better. That's what we were saying. And it was like, every time we would try to send him jobs or this and that, oh, well, I went to the interview, but this happened. Or I didn't show up for the interview. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like that's another reason to stop being friends with somebody is when they're not even trying to save themselves and they always want to come to you to complain.
Because they want to be the victim in the war. Yeah. And I feel like that person was only friends with you because of that person the mutual friend y'all had, that y'all had. Yep. And that was that.
And that's the reason why I was friends with you too.
Yeah,
and then another reason why we stopped being friends is because, you know what, I'm not going to even say that. Whatever.
I like when my friends bring new friends around. Who is you?
See, that's why my best friend, she be like, I don't know if you're going to get along with her. Because, because like, I am very cautious about who I hang around, especially now and especially after this one event that happened. I am very, y'all, that's going to be spoke about on Talkz Unlocked. So, we're going to get into that at the end of the episode. But, I'm very cautious about who I, bring around in my presence. And it's like the people that she hang around, I don't really care for. Yeah. Like, I don't really care about y'all. I don't look
at them side.
Yeah, it's given like you. It is like I be reading the vibe. Like I let them talk. I sit back, let y'all talk, see how you interact. And it's like, I guess.
And like my ex-work buddy, talking about some cruise. Like, first of all, I've never been on a cruise before. I'm terrified of going. Why would I want to go on a cruise with you and like 4 other women that I do not know?
Right. It's giving a setup. It's giving that like that lady had went to that people's house and all the people killed her. Yeah. That's what it's giving.
Okay, it's giving they want to gang up. They may gang up and think they're better than. I would throw each and every one of them off the ship. No, we're not having that. If I ever do something like that, it will be with family and with people that I know, not with you.
Right.
Okay.
Child.
Okay, no, I don't care if you are a cruise OG. I don't care.
Exactly.
Okay? No, ma'am. So that that's why I said like if we're friends, don't bring in a new person. If we're all going to dinner and I know and I'm friends with the other people, and then you want to bring this new person in here. Yeah. About, this is my friend from high school. Friend from high school? No, I don't know you. Okay, because I would be sitting like this.
Because I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but don't be expecting me. Right, don't be expecting me to be cheesing in your face because I don't know you.
Me because I would tell her don't. If either I go or she go. Okay.
Because I get it. You're trying to whatever, but don't try to make it seem like we're gonna be the 3 amigos, like we're the 3 best friends. No, we're only friends. We're only sitting at this table because you're at the table, and that's just that.
Yeah, like, you're the nicer version of me.
It is what it is. I like to sit back and just read the vibe, and if you're gonna be coming around, I like to see your vibe. I like to see if we're gonna get along. If we're not, 9 times out of 10, you gotta go. Like it's either me or her, and I'm not gonna sit here and tug a war.
And
like,
if you even gotta think, I'm gone. That's it.
Right.
I'll
let the rope go. You got it.
Okay.
Like,
you got it.
That's besties. That's your for life.
See, that's how I am.
Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm very particular and cautious of who I hang around. Like these bitches and niggas be weird.
They do.
These women and boys be weird. Like they just be weird.
And I'm already introverted, so to put me in a position to meet somebody new, I don't like that. It's not. I'm just not a people person like that. Yeah. Really. So.
Plus, making friends for me is awkward. Like. It's really awkward.
And I make, I have associates, like coworkers, I can get along with them and stuff like that. But taking it on the outside of that, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, I went through all my coworkers. When they told me they were trying to find me, I went and blocked every last one of them. All of them. I'm like, you're not going to find me because my name is not with my name on.
You know what? I do like certain coworker friendships, but it depends on the environment. Like, I used to host. I like those type of friendships.
Now, if work buddy was different, because let me tell you something. When me and work buddy get together, it's a party.
Yeah.
Okay, they can hear us all in the back.
That's how it be when we at the hostess stand, and everybody just hear us laughing and having a good time. And then that's when your shift starts to change because you're playing too much. Like, ew.
And then when other coworkers will walk by and me and work buddy,
he hit me in the face,
and she'll be at my desk, we give each other the look. We do that.
Right. I like friendship like that. Yes.
We be talking.
Yes. Who did that? Oh, when I was working at this job, when the lead up there pissing people off, and I would look around like this. And then they'll look back at me like, girl, you are what? Girl, we thinking the same thing, but your face. Because it's like, I'm pregnant and they're pissing me off. Like, oh my God.
But work buddy, she was tripping. Like, I didn't like her attitude. Like, maybe because she's 4 years younger than me. Like, she's
and because 40. She's a pick me.
She
like,
is a pick me.
Very,
I don't like that.
Choose me.
I don't
pick
like
me.
that. Yeah.
Like, and then for her to follow that man around. Like.
Yeah. Girl, I was making her feel bad for that. Like, how dare you? Girl.
Like, he's not picking you.
He's not picking you, boo-boo. Like,
what Nikki said, hang it up flat screen.
Okay.
What Nikki say? I am the one bitch of the... Hi! Period. Like, come on now.
Like, she needed, I can't. She needed the attention because she wasn't getting it from whoever she was with. So I just need to not do that. And everything else, we was comedy gold. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, so my next question is, do you think friends should be there for every single event that happens in your life?
No, that's impossible. But they need to make it to at least, they need to, if I call you and, hey, this, I would at least, get a phone call. I can understand if you can't make it to every single event. Yeah. But, let's just say, I had a baby. I would expect you to come by. If you can't make it to the hospital, come on by the house. Yeah. Be there for me there. I understand life's, come to my baby shower, come to something, if you want me to come to your kid's event, come to my kid's event, you know what I'm saying? It could be like a give and take, but I don't expect you to be at every single one of them, but I do expect you to, if you, like, I won't be able to go to every single one, but I will, like, if you say my baby's getting baptized, well, I can't make it, but, congratulations on her baptism, I'll give you send you some flowers. Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah. I expect stuff like that. Yeah. Same. But, to have me go through a life-changing event and you don't even acknowledge or do anything, that's... Yeah. I think when I had my baby, like, during my pregnancy, I feel like... And that's why I say, like, I miss being pregnant because I feel like I was getting treated the best. Like... All of my friends would check in on me and be like, oh, well, how's you and baby doing? And he wasn't even here. Yeah. How's you and baby doing? How are you feeling? Da, 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 da. And it's like, now that he's here, the events that I planned, nobody would show up. Nobody checks in on me like that. Yeah. No one asks how I'm doing like that. Like, I think maybe only a few people, like maybe one or two. Yeah. And it's like, what happened to that energy? Like, if I was to plan a birthday party for him, I don't think anyone would show up because they don't have any kids. And the only people that would show up is the one that I met for work and my best friend. Yeah. And that's it. So, yeah, because, you don't have a lot of, of course, you're not friends with a lot of moms. So maybe, over time you can, become friends with moms, stuff like that. But hey, guess what? It's a lot of us in this family that act childish. Right. He'll be fine. Okay. It's just I don't like that. Like, don't call me your friend. Then. Yeah, don't call me. And don't expect me to be giving you all these shout outs and stuff. And just don't expect nothing from me. You gotta give the same energy I give you. Yeah. It can't be one sided. And if it is, then we need to reevaluate. So if you've never been by to meet, like, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, work bestie.
Yeah.
This, you know, I had people that I don't even talk to like that at work.
Mm-hmm.
I got a diaper cake.
Yeah.
I got, like, money
Mm-hmm.
for Target.
Yeah.
And work bestie didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm. You said she was changing the subject.
She kept changing the subject. Okay? It's giving, you know,
It's kind of giving hater
of my, you know, of my life. I can't help it, baby. I'm older than you. So things that you were probably not going to go through yet, I'm going to go through.
Yeah.
Like, I may get married before you do. And, you know, you going to hate on that too? Or
Right.
you going to, you know, but there's no congratulations. But I always big up your daughter. I always, you know,
and she even wanted you
her.
to come out there to see her daughter, but you couldn't make it all the way out there, so you would join the lives.
Yeah, I told her. I would tell her straight up. I'm not driving that far out there. I'm not going out there. It's not happening. Quit asking me. But I'll log on and I'll support there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I don't talk to her, and I'm not going to. She can text me from anywhere she wants. She can pull on up. Let's go. Okay. I'm still not gonna talk to you because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk off.
I'm gonna walk
because
away.
I'm not giving you my energy.
Yeah.
Honey. So, you know, whatever the question was for that one, that
do you
answered
think
that
everybody
one.
should show up? Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know,
and what about,
it's a
like,
give and take in
Yes,
friendships.
it's very give and take. Like, I feel like when you're joining a relationship, especially when it's like years in, you're there to be used.
Yeah.
Like, I'm taking for you, you're taking for me. I shouldn't always be the one feeling drained
Giving
out.
out. Yeah. No. And when you like, if I enter in a relationship and I'm not with somebody, and all of a sudden I'm with somebody, I'm not gonna switch up. I'm not gonna act like brand new. You know what I'm saying?
God.
I'm not gonna do like I've never had a man and just like totally forget my friend and stuff like that. No, that's called balance. You're supposed to have a life of your own aside from your boyfriend.
Yeah,
it's okay to do that.
And I feel like I've always tried to make sure, like, with whoever I'm dating, you know, when I was dating my man in high school, that was my man, y'all. When I was dating him in high school, I still made time for my friends. Like, I'm not about to do, okay, you want to do something at the same time, but I'm busy at that time.
Yeah.
And then there would be times where, like, the family would go out, and he would want me to do stuff at that time, but I'm not about to cancel what I already have got going on to come and hang out with you. Whole time, y'all.
Child.
And then even with this dwarf that I was talking to.
My God.
He would get upset because me and my best friend going to the club, and then you want to sit here and lie and say you got something planned, but it's like the minute if I cancel, there's nothing planned. So I'm not about to sit here and cancel my plan.
You only got one time to do me like that, okay?
I was like, no. I was like, we already going out, and I'm already dressed. So yeah,
no.
They're gonna talk about
you don't tell me that last minute. If you got something planned, that means it's planned ahead of time.
And you tell me before.
You tell me before. So yeah, that was nothing but trying
to. And plus, he was not worth me canceling no plans. Like, boy, you don't even have a job. Like, what plans do you have? Sit in the house?
Going to the park?
Right. Ain't nobody about to do that. The fuck? Child.
Lord.
But yeah, I feel like it's just, friendships these days are give and take. Friendships need to be, if it's worth having around, talk it out.
Yeah,
like, especially in that moment. Just talk it out.
If you've had a long-standing friendship and you know, y'all hit a bump in the road and it's not nothing too serious, go on and work it out. You know what I'm saying? Just give each other space, but come back. Not too much space, but just come back to it and see if you go have lunch. Everything works out over food.
Lunch, right, and a little drink.
And
I'm not paying.
Yeah, so
the person that messed up gotta pay. And I feel like that's what you told me when me and my best friend stopped being friends. Is, you know, especially when I was pregnant, that's when we got back talking and stuff. And you was like, well, maybe you should talk it out and this and that. And then, you know, we talked it out and stuff and we got back talking. But I want to also put in there, like, it's so much talking can do. Like, if you still feel like you talked it out with that person or whatever, and you still feel like, you know, nothing's changed, then just, maybe it's just time to wash your hands of that, or just let it go. And it don't have to be no beef on your on your end or that person's end. Yeah. Like, if you feel like you did all you can do, but you're still feeling some type of way, it's time to walk away. And then remember that you don't owe anybody anything. You know, if you did that talk and took that first step, you don't owe them anything after that. So I wanted to add that in there too.
Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all.
This is a really, really good topic.
Very. I feel like all of our topics are that girl. Like, he's a little warm. You got the hair on?
Yeah.
Maybe because he moving around on me like a jungle gym is giving me hot. But yeah, you guys, I really liked this topic. I feel like all of our topics be that girl.
Yeah, they're really interesting.
So I do, before we close off this episode, we'll bring you guys Talkz after dark, unfiltered. Yeah. And it's giving, if you can't take the heat, then get out the kitchen, because we're going to get into some things, and it's going to be very unfiltered. It's going to give more of our personality, or more of our, how we talk when we're just talking. Yeah. And if that's too much, some of these topics may be a little harsh. Yeah. And if you can't take that, then I advise you not to watch it.
Don't do unfiltered.
But, you know.
That's just how it is, you know, because, you know, it's raw. If you're sensitive, or if you sensitive some words or some, then that's the disclaimer. Yeah. Do not watch
click
on Talkz unfiltered.
Skip over.
Skip over that one.
Don't comment. Right? Don't talk to me.
Because that's just how it is.
Right. All right. Because we may be having a little drinky drink.
Okay. And you know, some people may need to hear the harshness.
Right.
Okay.
And our first episode of that is going to be airing next Wednesday. So you guys might get maybe 2 episodes of that, because we only have 6 episodes in this season. Yeah. And then we're going on our break. So, you know, you guys are going to get a little sneak peek.
Yeah, a little sneak peek. And
we're gonna what it's about.
Yeah. We're going to tweak it, and that give us a, you know, we incorporated it correctly, right? Like, on a Wednesday, there's Talkz Unfiltered, and then the regular Talkz. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So we'll have some good, really good topics for Unfiltered, too.
Oh, yes. And I feel like this first episode, they deserve it.
Okay, we always got to come hard with the first episode.
Always. You know, you shouldn't have been putting your hands on people.
The first episode sets the tone.
And it very much does. Yeah. So, you know, we're going to get into some things.
We'll get into it.
And how about that? And twirl on that. Because, yeah. So, make sure you guys tune in. And I'm really happy about the podcast, the first episode. It got almost 50 views.
Oh, good.
So we're at 49. Everyone. Yeah. So, and I also want to thank everybody that's been suggesting. Y'all, he's getting pissed. Thank you guys for suggesting episode ideas. And you have anything else to say?
No, I'm just grateful for everyone that's tuning in. I appreciate you all, and I'm really having fun.
Yeah, me
doing
too.
It, so.
Me too. All right, y'all. So we will see you guys on Wednesday.
Yep.
And what time should we upload it? What, 6?
Yeah.
Cause it's after dark. Yeah. So you can watch it anytime after work. And
have little extras while we are on break too. So yeah.
All right. Do you got anything else you want to add?
I've said it all today.
All right. So you guys make sure you check out the description, and we will see you guys on Wednesday. Period. I hate her, I don't agree, I did it first. I give a fuck, I just want fuck. Be asleep, love, happy, can you make me happy? Can you keep me happy?